Greetings, little human. To what do I owe the pleasure of your prayer? Hold on a moment. Have we met before? You seem familiar. Whilst I'd love to say I never forget a face when one meets so many and has been alive for so long, it's hard to remember every single beautiful face that comes my way, but your, shall we say, energy? I believe the kids are saying vibes these days. Feels familiar. Oh, indeed. You've prayed to me before. Accidentally, but a prayer's a prayer. You wished for love. What? A couple Valentines ago now. Yes. I do hope you're feeling better than you did on that day. Spending Valentine's alone is never fun, though being alone, being single, there's nothing to be ashamed of. One can be single and perfectly happy, whether one is interested in romance, or whether one finds themselves on the aromantic spectrum. Sorry, is my staring bothering you, my lovely? Apologies. Normally when one manages to summon me, they're not usually so shy. Not a problem, not a problem. Nothing wrong with being shy. But you will need to speak up. I presume you summoned me here for a reason. I mean, I know that you did. Summoning a god is not like summoning a demon. We can always refuse. Though, of course, modern-day demon summoning circles also give them the choice to refuse. Those old ones are not supposed to be used. Though I suppose you humans, you like being creative. Maybe one day you'll find a way to trap one of us here. But I came because you called. You seemed quite ardent, so perhaps part of me remembered you after all. That's why I felt that little tug. But I was intrigued. Not a usual caller, so what can the god of love do for you? Oh, Angel. None of that, my lord stuff, goodness. Amoros, darling. And your name? Enchanté. A cliché greeting, but goodness, it does seem to get humans quite flustered. Go on. You can get your words out, I believe in you. You're not wasting my time. I think I get to be in control of my time and what is worth my time, and I say that this is. And I know what's best for myself. So go on. You called upon me because... Goodness, breathe. Let me try and process that. You spoke quite fast. You summoned a god to hang out. Is that the basic gist of it? A platonic date. While I am honoured, I sense there was quite a bit more to it than that. Not that I'm offended at you wanting to spend time with me, just usually I would encourage humans to spend time with other earthly creatures. I would hope that you would have people that you can hang out with, that you wouldn't need to resort to little old me. Oh, so there is a purpose for it. You have questions. Goodness, I hope not the big ones. I certainly can't tell you anything about the creation of the universe. Oh, questions about me? All right, well, I certainly could answer those. I don't mind talking about myself. He says I like talking about myself too much. I think you should be proud and happy to talk about yourself. The god of all love, remember, not just romantic. Not just between you and others, but self-love counts too. So you invited me round for an interview. I do believe there are many books and website pages written about us by now. Anything you couldn't find? Wanted to make sure the information was accurate. You want to build a shrine? Well, I am honoured. Oh, goodness, this is your first time, isn't it? Engaging in... Well, I suppose you have conversed with me once before, but, I mean, your first time engaging this much in god worship, for lack of a better phrase. Your first time, I take it, wanting to have a shrine. And you picked me to be your first. You're making me blush. I jest, but I am truly touched. Thank you for honouring me with any of your time. Well, it's precious time of yours to spend praying to me or collecting trinkets you wish to put in a shrine. I don't take that for granted. Us gods, we only exist because people believe in us. You could almost see it as if prayer and worship are a food that we consume. The same way you need your vitamins and minerals, and vampires need blood, concubines need... Well, you get the idea. Well, then I certainly understand why you would want to clarify things, especially when you seem so nervous. I promise you, you won't offend me. All right. And I assure you, if you did say something that I found uncomfortable, we'd simply discuss it, or I'd leave. I wouldn't... You don't have to worry about any sort of, smiting, alright? Not a thing that I do. Not a thing any of us are supposed to do. Alright. Should I make myself comfortable then? Well, I'll sit wherever you'll have me. Alright? And you're going to stay all the way over there, are you? You can come closer. I don't bite without consent. Such a small thing. Didn't mean that as an insult. All people are small compared to us. Seeing as you're shy... I was going to say perhaps I won't offer you to sit in my lap, but I suppose I sort of am just by saying that. I've been trying to tone down the flirting more than usual. But if you're shy but not uncomfortable, that can certainly stop. Whatever you are comfortable with. Now, again, please don't worry. I'm more than happy to spend my time here. So, you have questions for me? Haven't been interviewed in a long time. I suppose people just eventually stopped asking our input when they wrote things about us, which, one, I don't expect everyone to actually want to talk to us, or whenever they write something, but, not many take the time to get our input. I do hope I'll do all right. If you say so. Go ahead. Fire away. Correct, I am a god. You do know what gods are, yes? Or do you need a full crash course? I wasn't ever human. I wasn't ever anything else. We are concepts made manifest. Love, war, death, time, etc. Enough people wished and prayed for things, and here we are. And people seem to have this idea of us gods being some big, untouchable thing that you have to worship, and while worship is appreciated, frankly, do we not serve you? We would not exist without you. So, to preface, if you wanted to ask, what is my earliest memory, or what the beginning was like, or how old I am, I'm afraid I can't exactly answer any of those. Alright, I will let you go ahead. Oh, you made snacks. Or you bought snacks. Or both. How thoughtful. Yes, I can eat. Did you bake those yourself? Delightful. So you did do your research? Oh, you... No, that's fine. You just got lucky, then. You made them because... You just thought it would be nice. Well, it is. Goodness. Well, if you don't mind, of course I'd love to have some. Is question number 1 now going to be about how I can eat? People do always seem to get confused about that. No, we don't need to eat. But I rather enjoy it. Some of the others don't indulge as much, but we have taste buds. Why would we not use them? And making food can be an act of love, whether you are making it for a loved one or for yourself, and letting yourself eat, indulge in food. Self-care is important, and there is nothing wrong with a love of food. Absolutely nothing. So yes, I can eat these, and I will, if you don't mind. You can keep asking. Is that one of mine? Goodness. Apologies, I do try to clean up after myself, but... I can't help where I appear. The, poof of feathers when, I teleport in. Yes, I'm not really controlling that. That's just part of me, I suppose. You can keep them. Some people would use them for spells, potions. There have been a couple untoward individuals who've tried to use them for not good things, but it's not really possible to use something of mine, something of me, to do evil deeds with. Well, love potions for one. They're frowned upon, yes, quite. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make some sort of potion, tea, spell, whatever, to help boost your self-love, self-acceptance, or, sort of make yourself glow and all of that. But actual love potions, as in the idea that you can make a potion, have someone who is not in love with you in the slightest drink it, and after they drink it, they are in love with you. That's not really a love potion, that's just sort of brainwashing. No, I don't tolerate that. It's not love, it's control, and not consensual, is it? I like to think that as well as being the embodiment, personification of love in all its forms, I can therefore be trusted to be a protector of sorts to those who would have love used against them. Not that that is love. Not to bring up darker topics, Angel, apologies. You surely have some funner questions on there. Oh, the feathers, right. Goodness, I got off track. Where do they come from? I mean, me. Oh, no, I have wings, yes. I just normally don't keep them out. I see the confusion. Have you not seen me depicted with them? No, I suppose that's fair. You didn't know whether it was a headcanon. That's the term we're going with. All right. No, I know what it means. Lovely, do you think the god of love isn't aware of fan fiction and shipping? No, something like that can't really pass me by. No, I assure you the wings are real, but I am already significantly bigger and taller than any human, and fitting into your nice home is not a struggle, though I have to make sure I don't bash my head against any ceilings. I certainly would not want to appear in here with the wings out and knock over every piece of furniture that you have. I'd feel quite bad about that. But give me a little call when you're outside. Maybe you can see them. I don't, they're a little personal. I'm not sure why I feel that way about them, but especially since, again, even with keeping them hidden, they sure do leave a trail. Again, apologies if that was a bother. It's quite sweet that you kept them. And that can be a first item for the shrine if you want. Altar, or whatever you want to call it. I think we should end with those questions. So, what's next? Yes, it's really okay that you... Summoned is not really the right word. You pray, we answer, and we might do that in person, we might do it telepathically, or we might, for lack of a better word, give you a sort of feeling that you've been answered, depending. It sounds bad to say on how busy we are, but also on how serious or concerning the prayer is. We may bless you with some luck in whatever you've asked for help with or advice, or a personal visit. Rest assured, like I said, you can't just pull me here against my will. I have to come to you essentially, by praying or opening a door to me, and then it's up to me if I choose to step through it. I mentioned little assistants last time. Did I really? Goodness, no. I suppose when I use the term little, it means something different to me than it does to you. They aren't minuscule. They are, well, angels. You are aware of angels? Yes? No? I understand most humans haven't had one-on-one experiences with them. They are more of an isolated species. I think it's just, I think people have the misconception that they think that they're better than humans. And it's not that. They just find it harder to understand human social norms. I think they're more concerned and worried about making a fool of themselves. Not every human is that kind. But I have faith. Maybe one day more of them will come out of their shells. No, misconception. Not all angels work for me. And I am not part angel just because of the wings. I can't say why exactly I have them again. Not ready or necessarily able to answer those sorts of questions, but my assistance, is that the word I used? I suppose it's apt. A lot, but not all, angels choose to work for or with gods. I think mostly because they find it easier than getting a human job. And not that we wouldn't employ humans, but you are mortal. So, not that there's any shame in that, but I think we'd get too upset. But yes, I have a number of angels that work for me. You have to understand, a lot of people want love, and if I can't always personally deliver a blessing or answer a prayer, sometimes they may do so for me, or help me, like I say, deliver things, whether blessings or perhaps even physical items. I don't mean that to sound like you went to all the trouble of praying for me and you got my assistant. Merely, I'm one being. And there's a lot of you. And not just humans, but other species as well. And did you know people like to prank prey? Pretend that they're in some sort of emergency. Humans. But, yes, angels. You've never seen one, I take it. No, they're, I suppose, around the same height as a quite tall human to above human height. They merely are little compared to me. I didn't mean to give the idea that they were some sort of, well, I don't exactly know what you were imagining. No, I've yes, been aware of the babies with wings. Not exactly sure where that comes from. I think perhaps it started as an insult. I'm not exactly sure. But, no, why would I employ babies? That's not aimed at you. That's just aimed at people that believe that. And when I say employ, like, they are paid. So, no, not doing child labor. Glad we got that confirmed. You have other questions? We can move on to the shrine, if you'd like. Well, you can make it look like however you like, whatever's convenient for you, whether it's on a desk, on a shelf, in a bookshelf, or just a pile in the corner on the floor. I'm not fussy. The location, to me, doesn't matter. It's the intent behind it. You can, with any shrine for any god, of course, include depictions of us. Whether things that you've bought, or things that you've made or drawn yourself. Or things that you have made specifically for us, with us in mind. And if you are alright with it, we can physically accept them. Same for if you were to leave food, we can eat it. Which I do try to do. I don't think there's anything quite appealing in just letting food rot there. But like I said, not every god is big on the whole food thing. You can leave me food. Well, every god has different things that they personally like, and also things that represent us, or represent what we represent, if that makes sense. Because those aren't always the same things, you know, there's things that represent love, and then there's things that I just personally like. And neither of those work. But, like with food, some gods indulge more in earth, cultures, media, than others, so. Item specific to me, let's see if I can remember the basics. I'm sure some sound fairly obvious. Example number 1. Flowers. If we're going to get specific, which we can be quite particular creatures, roses. Surely not a surprise. There are many different colours of roses, I'm sure you're aware, and different meanings have been given to them. Again, not overly fussy, but if you wanted to be specific, I would say red, pink, peach, orange, roses in particular. Anything that represents love, whether that be romantic, platonic, sexual, or even self-love. Any sort of Valentine's Day gifts, trinkets, whether that be chocolates. I might have a sweet tooth. Or any sort of heart-shaped things, trinkets, jewellery, plushies, whatever. My own feathers, you already have. Feel free to include those. I don't always mention these, but dove feathers, or also anything representing doves, whether that be a little figure, a little soft toy. If you did have actual dove feathers, you would need to have obtained those, through just finding them from molting. Not, please don't try and pluck out bird feathers. That has happened. I will not accept that. That is not being very loving, is it? So, kisses. Whether you want to blow kisses at the altar, or at me, right now, if you want. Or what more people commonly do, lipstick kisses on anything. You could just do it on paper and cut them out, throw them on the altar, I don't mind. Friendship bracelets. They are made to show love for someone after all. People do like putting crystals on shrines, and I certainly won't stop them. They are gorgeous. So in particular for me, so lucky that rose quartz is the stone most often associated with love, given my whole colour scheme. You could also use clear quartz. Though you could use that, I suppose, on any shrine to amplify. Whatever it is that the other crystals in the shrine overall is trying to represent. Even garnet, if you're being a bit, all types of love are included, and if you want the shrine to be PG, that's fine, but I certainly won't stop you for putting any 18 plus materials down. What else? Food, we talked about food a little bit. Baked goods, particularly if you made them yourself. I guess then they were made with your love, typically. I presume you wouldn't be baking out of hate. Mentioned the sweet tooth. That's less to do with love. That's more just, I like eating them. Peaches, or anything peach or rose scented. Written works, so Valentine's Day cards, whether ones you've received from others, or if you'd like to address one to me. Love letters, poems again, whether things you've written for other people, things other people have written for you, or things you wish to address to myself. As long as it is representing love, made with love. And I suppose written works representing love. You can put fan fiction on the shrine if you wish. I mean, again, it would have to be slash fiction, but whatever rating you wish. As long as, nothing upsetting or triggering or dark in it, just wholesome or, what's the phrase? PWP, I believe. You seem embarrassed. I don't know if you're allowed to be outraged with me saying it when you clearly know what it means. And you know, I have had people. Well, I suppose they do this with all the gods, but I've had people write stories about themselves or an original character of theirs being intimate with myself. I certainly don't mind. You can write erotica with yourself and me and put it on the shrine. Nice little light reading for me before bed. Oh, you are getting more embarrassed by the second. I'll drop it. We can stop talking about it. But, I hope that gave you some ideas. Yes, love for objects counts. Like I mentioned, if it's love for a hobby, something crafted out of love, whether that be baked, drawn, embroidery, sculpture, whatever, writing. But also, if you had love for a particular thing that you've made or bought, I don't see anything stupid in you loving a material object. Having some sort of comfort item, whether that be a hoodie or a blanket or a stuffed toy or a figurine or a keychain or a stim toy or, I don't know, a whole house, you know, whatever. I think it's rather sweet that people, especially humans, seem to be able to get attached to anything. The way you imbue love into items, whether that be a stuffed toy you've had since you were a child, or some robot, or... I'm treading carefully because I don't know if you're one of the people who will get upset. Rover that somehow, despite it not being alive, has captured enough people's hearts to make them genuinely upset when it goes offline. Perhaps there's something foolish in it, I don't know. I think it's sweet that you are so willing to give and find love in anything. So, yes, plushies would count. If it's imbued with love, you can put it on the shrine. That's not what you meant. You want to physically give it me now. Alright. You don't have to give me anything to thank me for my time. I was more than happy to. Sorry, I needed a moment. That is adorable. You got that for me. I am refraining from making any unseemly noises. May I? Oh, I see that. Yes, it's a white rabbit with angel wings. It's so cute. Wow, cute aggression really is a thing, isn't it? Goodness. This is so sweet. I'll take very good care of him. Thank you. You did have another question. It's sort of a two-parter, alright? The lockets. Yes. You did read about them. I've taken many partners over the years. In terms of people I have had romantic and or sexual flings with, but we both understood were not going to be long-term serious things. I'm immortal. A lot of species aren't. But some I could not help but fall completely in love with. And their portraits remain with me. Am I currently seeing anyone? What a leading question. There are people that I am currently how shall we put this? Spending alone time with. And I would say have platonic love for. There is not currently any people that I have deep romantic love for, I suppose. Not at the moment. You caught how I phrased that. Are there any gods? I would say I have deep romantic feelings for. No comment. I have to keep some things personal. I try and be as open with your lot as I can, but boundaries and privacy are important and healthy things. Be assured, if I do have any godly partners, it would not interfere with any earth-based dalliances or romances. But now, why would you be interested in my love life? Surely, shouldn't it be the other way around? Any particular reason you asked me that? Any reason at all? Alright. Keep your secrets. I did just say privacy is important. Though I suppose I will say, if you weren't trying to lead me into anything, into assuming anything, I would need to spend time getting to know someone before I could commit to anything. Even just a little dalliance. Understood? So, you have my number, so to speak. Feel free to give me another call. Somehow, you've managed to get me talking about myself almost an hour. Shh. I said I was fine with staying. Though, now I must make my leave. But, if you call again, I can be sure to predict a longer break in my schedule. And don't worry too much about the shrine, I'm sure. I'll be delighted with whatever you put together. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just made with love. Alright, well, if there's truly nothing else you want to ask, for now, work on that courage. Know that you're worthy of love. And I have a feeling I'll be seeing you again. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. Reminder that I have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me gave me just £1 a month, that would help me out a lot, allow me to move out and keep making audios in a safer environment. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of all my audios, and 2 exclusive spicy audios a month, with at least 1 per month picked from your requests if you join the top fledgling tier, and more. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays, Fridays and Saturdays, and have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy also has stickers and other merch of my audio original characters under the Vampire Prince section of my shop. My art commissions are also currently open. Audio commissions are currently closed. Thank you to my patrons, my fledglings, Andy Christ, Solomoon, Lauren Lovett, Sazzy NK, Ebony Voigt, Fruit Island, Rain Cloud, Ciel, Nerd Herder, Satan is a Real Man, Ruby Red Gem, Carry On, Livia Nacito, Euronaughty, Asterash, Percy, Hell, Spicy But Sad, The Solar Sis, Tiffany Boyer, Void, Aspen, River Heights, Puff, Joanna Cole, Roses in Blue, Rake Art, Sweethearts Die, Emily, Sweet Jade, Tisnes, Kit, N, Tsukiyomi, Emery, Zorn NB, Gothmobit, Peachy, Pumpkin Pie 2-3, Nicole Thompson, Dahlia, Valkyrie Ace, Despair, Caitlin Mitchell, Dawn Robin, Persephone Black, Oh Man, Lady D, Slug for Music, Beautiful Thorns, Fern, Persephone Paris, Null and Void, Seo, Doomer Frog, Alpaca Avalanche, Philip Dameron, Steph, Astoracii, Mark, Foul and Rune, Demonics Anxiety, Deanna, Trunks Briefs, Ethereal Viking, Jazz, Emily, Vic, Nye, Ablyson, Amara Keen, Athena, Alyssa, Josie Moser, Pluto, Calix A, The Sleeping Poet, Next Time On, Silly Gay Goober, Nex, Goober, Bellwether, PyChan13, Aster Sarah, Rowan the Hunter, J, Fruit Volcaire, Shelps, Melissa Simpson, True Starshine, Micah Strange, SH7, Ophelia, Deleth, Incognita, Irrelevant Listener, Desifowl, Green Flog, Keyboard Clicks, Sister of War, Gabrielle Simpkins, Charlie, Boop, Bookstore Cryptid, Edward, Joel McRae, Wisteria Song, Max Little Spoons, J Aries, Ace, Delirious, Rave, Ellie B, Skybound, Sunny, Dakin Luke, Elixir Key of Destiny, Miles, David Moser, Ost, Virgie, Willow Arons, Lindsay Houston, Coffee Pot Cat, Cradle the Void, Grave 3, Rio Plushie, Momo99, Thembo Supreme, Mad Hatter, Grimbean, Maypop, Collective Unit System, Foxboy, Frostbitten, Alex B, Marco01, M, Warner Yako, Dal, Planet MB, Katie, Briarfell, Maria Davis, Jenia, Jordan, Omen Warn Them, PT, Daniel Wolf, Peachy Sakura, Crested Blossom, Elixir, X-Profane X, Abby Cats 16, Skylar Sheridan, I Am My Family's Loki, Olivia Osman, M Siren, Cassius, Iceberg, Avery, M4A, Fishy 78, Golden Mew, Plant Gato, Frosh, The Silent Star, L, Undercover Clown, Chrissy, Janza Joe Paul, Wolf with a Book, Primrose Path, Ducky, G, Bumble Baby, Agenda Techno, Des, Ica 111, Inovias, Untrustworthy Narrator, Rinstorm, Will, Seppi Day, Blue Flame, Bumpkin, Northern Isle, AMC 1720, Mixed Murder, Mossy Crow Phil, John Oxt, Molly, Hero, Quinn, SL, The Kraken, The Master of Tea, Arlo, Marina, October, Six Rabbits, Red Raccoon, Bexy, RMW, Red Velvet Rose, Rowan Torquil, Fantasy Princess, ASDF, Beloved Bog Goblin, March Andy, Ambrose, Midnight Whisper, Musa, Antichrist Socialite, Daniel D. Desjardins, Chaos Fox, Ash, Philogena, Nav, Black Seraphim 7, Heaven, Sequoia, Dragon Kitten 2, Ash, Adventurous Winter, Kiara Abley, Felix, Sam, Actually Static, Chris 07, Little Adventurer, Lost in Space Max, Colin Healy, Alex, Green Blue, Elle's Collection of Teeth, Angelus, Peachy Pup, Sakura the Neko, Lulu Boy, Luna Moth, LEC, Yaxit's Connor, Bloody Wren, Grayson, Wren Pearson, Cinnabunny, Rose Cat, The Boy with No Name, Blue Cheese Cactus, Lex Frazier, Haz, Necromonia, Vexed and Hexed, Obscure Oni, Pidge, Vivi, Silas, Owl, Spooky Quest, Catastrophe 1742, Alec Worms, Mingus Owen, Jay the Bat, Becca, Caitlin Miskell, E, Banshee, Idina Shakina, Kitbird, Soulesser, Jack, Dionysus, Shadow 071108, Charlie Andy 101, Leviathan, Galactic Library, Apollo, Morgan, Vincent, Camiel Peterson, Costal Bumbun, Umiel, Fox, Benj, 100 Bunnies, Apple XX Pop, Ainsley C, Ranger Lee, Lovable Bull, Louis, Random MB, Jody Murray, Artist Lover, Fabulous Evolved, Lanky the Grave Robber, Kilroy, Mac, Roy, Shay, Riv, Fluffy Puffs, Devil Vidal, Kilgore, Fairy Pill, Elise Joynier, Simple, Jinxie, Derry, Apple Pie, Vi, Icarus, Verona, Gabble, Not That Eli, Ladybug 232, Extraterrestrial Omega, Midgardian Witch, Mothy, Helios Flame, Maxie, Clayson, Jazzy, Whimsical Willow, Tired Little Bat, Grey, Star Minion, Blaze, Val of Gaming, Vic, Kota, Caroline, Calgoon, Mad Dog, Trashy Kitty 69, Charlie Witt, Wilgrim, Kenma, Lemon on a Lily Pad, Ash, Core, Tobias Johnson, Black Canary, Chaotic Kai, Coda Wolf, Phoenix Hodges, I Need Healing, Zen, My Darling, Dead Roses, Virtual Angel, Rain Mimi, Mixteen 3A, Spoken Shepherd, Lettuce Man, Captain 8 Coco, Dame Melusine, Keegan Mattel, Artie, Nova, Trinity, Haggy Stotts, The Crispy Boy, Bugs, Toe Beans, 003, Amati Evil, A.M. Paulson, Cyber Hall, Forks, Blood and Roses, Tyler Jackson, Anti-X Social Corps, Maria L., H.B. Savvy, Scott Draws, Jen, Ollie Up, Cassia, Mama Poot, Sean Gorton, Sparrow, Emily Catherine, Casey Williams, Sam, Mothghoul, Wolfon Bailey, 93, HRT Stotto, Breezy Bot, Shadow Song, Nicole, Lou, The Goblin King, Green Blue Number 2, Microphone, Bugsy, Bug, Sweet Candy Heart, Sol, K-Bear, Amalia, Plant, Luca D'Amico, Cry Wolf 883, Agatha Vixorek, Just Monica, Wind Mortal, Reaper, Sandra, Riverwolf, Celios and Robin, John Ward, Amy, Mochu, B, Erin Lena, Your Librarian, B. York, Joey, Ruby Angel, Mathilde Bush, Cecilia Vigerich, Hannah Manning, Sona Holikova, Delighted, Quiet L, Cody, Hootie Hootlu, Henry Scott, Malachi Brown, Eris, Elixir Hillsman, Celeste Baudelaire, and Mumi. And a thank you to my familiars. Saladeria, Cecilia, Jocelyn, Jessica Louise Forsyth, Moon Melancholia, Dust Like, Pitch and Bunny, Ali, AJ, Curiosity Girl, Nocturnal, Joel Botter, Emotional Lizard, Tarragon, Sweet Silence, FHVH3646, RGVVETF, Jubilant, and Ava Rankin.